All right, artists, welcome to video 3 on how to finish up our Andy Warhol inspired artwork. So the last step that we have here is actually editing the individual faces that appear on our artwork. So what we are going to do is now we are working on the actual photos of Jason Momoa or the celebrity of your choice. We need to be in our layers panel and make sure that we are on the correct layer. So right now I'm working on the top left face because I can see that on my little picture here. What I am going to do is use my magic wand tool. So if we go over here, our quick selection tool might still be up. We need to right click and go to our magic wand tool. It's almost like a little wand with sparkles on the end. So click magic wand. And you are going to select the background behind that face. Now, right now the entire background is selected. How do we do the inverse of that so it's just him selected? We're going to go to select, inverse, and you can now see that it's only the face that is selected here. So now we are working just in that area as far as the selection goes. So now we can go to our circle down below our layers panel. We can click the half black, half white circle. And now we can start to work with adjustments and do a gradient map on the actual face of Jason Momoa, which is kind of cool. We could change the gradient colors if we would like. So maybe I want to do, let's try pink. I'm not really digging this too much, so maybe I won't experiment with this too much, but I don't know, that's kind of fun. But you can change the face using a gradient overlay, which is kind of cool. So maybe you want to have some fun with that. See if one that I like pops up here. Some of them are way too light for my image. Let's pretend I like this one. We'll click OK. What we also can do is, again, click that half black, half white circle, and we can work with hue and saturation as well. We can have a little bit of fun choosing the different colors in that spot too. So that would be an idea. I'm not going to play with the color too much, but maybe just the lightness and the darkness could be kind of fun. Saturation, we can really pump up how bright it is, or we can make it softer. Totally up to you. So I'm liking how that looks. What I'm going to do is move on to my next one. So again, I need to go to the next face that I'm working on. Let's do the bottom right. So I'm finding the one that has the bottom right, Jason Momoa. And then I'm going again to my magic wand tool. Right click, make sure it's on magic wand. Going to the background, and then clicking select inverse to select just him that I'm working on. So now I can go to my circle under my layer panel again and do a gradient map. Ooh, I kind of like the green. That's kind of fun. It might just be a little too bright. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I don't know. I'll stick with that. I think that's kind of cool. So we'll leave it at that. Now I can move on to do maybe hue and saturation, play around with that a little bit. Undo, not digging that. So at this point, now I have my top right and my bottom left. So let's find my bottom left. So I need, again, to make sure I'm on the bottom left layer. Make sure I'm on my magic wand. Click the background. And then select inverse to edit just Jason Momoa. Click my circle. Go to my gradient map. play around with some other gradients here. Ooh, love the blue. Perfect. And then if I wanted to do maybe my hue and saturation again, I can do that. Nope. Hit undo. All right, let's finish my last one, which is the top right. So I'm going to my layer panel, clicking my top right Jason Momoa, going to my match blonde again, clicking the background, select inverse to work just on Jason Momoa again. Go to my half black, half white circle, click gradient map. It's bringing me to that lime green again, which I'm not digging too much. Let's see what else we've got here. Kind of like that blue one that I used on the other one. It's pretty cool. So let's find a darker color, maybe like a deep purple. Not enough contrast there. I kind of like that original one that we had selected, this one here. So, pretty cool. I'll leave it at that. Now I have so many edits in here, but it's kind of cool that you can see what all you've done. If you don't like one of your edits, you can always, right click and delete the layer that you don't like. But I think this is looking pretty good. Now let's say I want to add an adjustment layer to my entire project. Maybe I can just go down to my background and then click that circle again. It's not letting me do anything here. Let's unlock the background a little bit. Now I can make sure I'm not on a specific layer. Now I can go in and play with the entire hue and saturation a little bit, which you probably won't want to do that at all once you have all of these really nice changes made. So I would say once you are finished, making sure that you're really trying to create contrast within your work. So making these colors super vibrant and standing out against each other is the main goal here. And as long as you have done that with this inspiration from Andy Warhol, you have successfully done this project by repeating that face 4 times and really working with how to remove backgrounds, how to copy and paste different layers. So overall, it's more of a complex project that can be simplified if we break it down into these individual steps. So you are free to use these videos throughout the entire process if you need to go back and kind of refresh your memory. So they're always here for you to be going back to. So at this point, I'm just going to go File, Save As. Again, saving it as a Photoshop document if you're not done with it and you need to make edits. But if you are finished, saving it as a JPEG as usual. I'll call this Jason Momoa by Mrs. Stalgi, and then I can save that and submit it to Schoology when I am finished. So choose your celebrity, and then make sure you're following each of the steps until you are finished. Have fun with it.